Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Colorado Rockies. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. Today's starter for Colorado, Tanner Gordon. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Alex Bregman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Gordon, in his second season, 28 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Crow Armstrong mashed a couple of homers in his last game.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Seiya Suzuki stands in here, takes ball one low. Man at first, one away. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Bregman off of first with 2 away.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
1-1. Swing and a miss.
No, that's a ball.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Edward Cabrera. What do we need to know here?
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies.
Number 6, Edouard Julien. Ball.
And the 1-0.
Yes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Castro launched a homer in his most recent game. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. That clips the corner. Ball to strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hunter Goodman in the Colorado on deck circle. The 3-1. And fouled off. First and second here, no outs. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. And that is a big first out. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Jake McCarthy.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
1 out. Runners at first and second. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Jordan Beck up next for the Rockies. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Yo, 1. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
On the ground, and foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Nope, that's away.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 on, 1 out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Two outs, runners at first and second. Here's Colorado's DH, Zach Veen. Right through there for a strike. And takes low for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up here in Denver. Colorado's out front 2-0. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Back here in Denver, Ian Happ up to hit.
Ian Happ.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Ian Happ bops one out of here. His 17th of the year. And they're on the board. It's 2-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Nope, outside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Swanson with a homer in his last game. Here's a 1-1. Slider for a strike.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip the cap.
Now it's the rookie DH, Moises Ballesteros.
Nope, ball one.
Ballesteros with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw in there. Just beat the tag. It's a double.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Nico Horner.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Right through there for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Third out. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here at Coors Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Out to short, Swanson. Slings to first in time.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
No, that's a ball.
Strike two. That one almost got him. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out. Runner at second. Edouard Julien now at the plate. And he swings through that one. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces in and he's safe.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far when you don't have a good thrower behind the plate. He's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Outside with a breaking ball. Two outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series.
Oh,
in the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
They keep laying off the off-speed stuff, but the problem is they're landing for strikes. Things will start to look different if they can track those pitches a little bit better.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Number 64 in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Castro, the runner at first with 2 gone. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throwing a second on a bounce. Safe. The 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Rockies 3 and the Cubs 1. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Alex Bregman. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
Ball. Hey!
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. In the air to left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Seiya Suzuki.
So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Ball. High.
And another ball. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one to first. What a stop. Nicely done for the out. Cubs are down quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. As we go to the last of the third. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
This one in the air, center field. 1 down.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Rockies, center fielder.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Ball.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second.
Ball 2.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Up next for the
Sweet
Rockies,
grab right there.
designated hitter.
That's the DRS for you, buddy. Defensive run save. Very athletic. Really good reactions. Nice job of saving that run.
Swinging a foul out of play. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Phil Maton, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Tayo getting cranked up as well. Man on second, 2 down. Swinging a foul straight back. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So 1 left for Colorado as the lead remains 3-1. Start of the 4th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter Michael Busch.
Michael Busch.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
There's the strike at the knees.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Oh, good power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Left fielder Ian Happ.
The 0-2.
Ball.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop.
So a man aboard. Dansby Swanson stands in. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball.
In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. Foul ball there. The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pat, the base runner at first with one out. Two now. And
That's
that
a
one
ball.
upstairs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one to first and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
That catches the corner.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball to the right side. Jatoval. Double play. What a great killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Rockies 3 and the Cubs 1. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Rockies, right fielder, James McCarthy.
In the air to left center. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Rockies.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Edouard Julien getting ready to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Oh.
Julien in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw,
No, he's safe.
Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Edward Cabrera departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Phil
Cubs,
Maton gets the
number
ball now.
88.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Up next for the
And now the
Rockies,
first baseman is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the dirt, blocked.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. In the dirt. Good hitters count the 2-0. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
Ball 3.
This one in the dirt. Double play ball to second. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Over to first. Safe.
Up next for the Rockies, catcher Hunter.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Two on, 2 outs. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Towards first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya.
You know, these Cubs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
And now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off left side. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tovar gets under it. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Obi Milner.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off for the Rockies, left fielder Jordan.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong settles under this one. 1 away.
Up next for the Rockies, center fielder Tyler Freeman.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That's inside. Ball 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rockies, designated hitter Zach.
Now it's the DH, Zach Veen. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
Ball.
Liner snagged it first. Nothing doing for the Rockies as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Renan Bernardino.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
High high fly ball down the left field line. Way back there.
Nope,
And that's a foul ball. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Now a screamer into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. He was absolutely on fire coming in, but hitless so far today, Boog. Let's see if the bat remembers it's supposed to be hot.
Gets him to chase after that one. The Rockies trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Next for the Cubs, left fielder, Ian
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
That's in there. 0-1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that chance handled. On to second, they get one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Swanson digs in.
Put together a great at bat last time. Really battled, ended up with the base hit.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them. One now. That's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Moses Ballesteros.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Runner on the go. There's a ball.
No!
Safe at second, and that was not close. Man on second, 2 down. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball.
And a
No,
breaking ball
that's a
misses
ball.
outside.
That's a really good take.
Man at second. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar slings to first, and that is the inning. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Rockies lead it 4-3. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 6th.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning. Well, these Rockies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Check swing, went around. That is strike 2.
That's the ball.
Grounds one to short. Swanson throws to first in time.
Up next for the Rockies, right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Nope.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris.
Huh.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, left field. Happ should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Rockies.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Obi Milner won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Now on the bump, Ben
Number
Brown.
32,
Well, he's been a really
Ben
tough guy to
Brown.
take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That's to third. Fair ball. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Rockies, third baseman, Willie Castro.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Hunter Harvey appears to be getting loose. The 0-1. And misses inside. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. The Rockies strand one, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Victor Vodnik. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now it's Miguel Amaya.
Catcher Miguel Amaya.
That clips the corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one at triple digits.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And there's a ball. Popped up. Castro takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman Alex Bregman.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's Alex Bregman. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Jimmy Herget up and loosening in the pen. Halverson getting loose as well. The Rockies trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Score holds at 4-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
First baseman, TJ Rumfield.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that skips into dirt. Brown, the tall righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. Ripped on a line to center. Crow Armstrong on his way over. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rockies, catcher Hunter Goodman.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. On the inside corner for a strike. That one not close. And it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
And they'll do it again.
Nope.
3-2 now.
Ball 3.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. Here's the left fielder, Jordan Beck. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge, will take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Now the 0-1.
Oh.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Runner on the go. Popped up first base side. And it stays fair. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Two on, 1 out. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Just outside. 1-2 the count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, We'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here the bottom of the seventh. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ben Brown gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Hunter Harvey will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Zach Veen. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball, low.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left for Colorado, and it remains a 4-3 game. Back here at Coors Field, now the number 2 hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Jaden Hill, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Close, but call the ball. Ball 2. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hard ground ball for a base knock. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
That's through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That misses, and it's 1-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The Cubbies with the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Now, Michael Busch.
He's been locked in lately, and today's been no different, Boog. Really good balance in the box. It's been impressive. Just looks comfortable out there.
That one way inside. Crow Armstrong, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
The 1-1. And that is out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
So the tying run at second. Fastball is outside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Victor Vodnik is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jaden Hill.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Nice grab. But there's no play for him, and that's going to extend the inning.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. And now looking for some 2-out magic. Most likely going to need a hit to even this thing up. As a runner on third, can have a good secondary lead. Anticipate the ball in the dirt. Be ready to score however you can.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Oh, in the dirt. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Tied at 4. And that's fouled off. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Just a slow ground ball this time. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now tied 4-4. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 8th, Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. That one knocks against the fence. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. There comes the runner. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's the Rockies' leadoff hitter, Edouard Julien. Now sliced hard but foul. Not close with that one, and the count 1-2. Stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Hit in the air, center field. Makes the grab.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Willie Castro.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Man at second. Swing, and he popped it up. Amaya takes it in for the out. 2 away down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And here's the first baseman.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Fastball for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in his zone.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another 1-2. Got him swinging. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. And we're back. Stepping in, Miguel Amaya.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And that one fouled off. And a base hit right there. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Oh, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Making a move. First, Cubs going to a pinch runner, Kevin Alcantara. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And now the 0-1 just missed. Swings through that.
Good changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Pitch in the dirt. And a count now even up.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jaden Hill will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Seth Halverson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. Ball 1, no strikes. Out towards right center field. McCarthy on the move to the alley. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Armstrong.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
The Rockies have some action in the pen. Jimmy Herget preparing to come on if needed. Mejia also throwing. Two on, 1 out. And ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a That's a strikeout. Cubbies with only one out left.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And a big swing and a miss. The Rockies trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Outside low. And the count is even, 2-2. That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Michael Busch, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. 2 on, 2 outs. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.